Hello. Let's see who is out there. Come on in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Yes, so everything says I am live. I'm out there. Oh, welcome everybody. I want to pull some cards for us today. I want to talk about the energies today, how you may be feeling with all the energies today. Yeah. So welcome. Hi. I was going to do some I did some stretches, but I was going to do some um I got into a sort of writing things down about the full moon and getting into the full moon. So I'm having a full moon meditation. It's a spiritual dance full moon meditation. If you are wanting to join me, please let me know. Um $10 donation if you can. If you can't, that's fine too. I am opening. Just let me know so I can send you the Zoom link. So we're doing that. We also have full moon readings, $25 if you just want the full moon reading. Or I have a Black Friday sale for 6 full moon, new moon readings for $100. So if you are interested in a full moon, new moon readings for six of them, and they're $100. So regularly it'd be more. It'd be about $150 for 6. So you get a $50 discount if you buy 6 of them. And that's my Black Friday. And the sale will go till Sunday. So it'll be a week long. Sale goes till Sunday if you're interested. And then got a week, and then we'll be starting the December extravaganza for December. So on things that will be coming up for the December extravaganza. Energies today. I think I've already had a couple breakdowns this morning through everything. I was mentioning this morning on the meditation on nervousness, and can really feel that nervous energy that's coming in, moodiness, anger, going from, going is that moon in Aries, and then we have the sun sextiling with the closing sextile to Pluto. We have Mars and Uranus on coming with Algol. So this is about wanting to do the right thing. There's a lot of energy coming up. It's a buildup to the eclipses. So this is a huge buildup to the energies that are coming in. And this eclipse is pretty intense. Like I can feel that energy not only within my stomach, my solar plexus, which is ruled by the moon, but in my heart, I can feel the nervousness that's going on. And this is today, focusing on today is wanting to, like Algol is in Chinese. I mean, and he's going to play a huge part with this full moon in Taurus, partial lunar eclipse, and the Seven Sisters, the Palladians. So all of this energy is really coming in, and it's really coming strong. So with this is bringing in a lot of nervousness, is bringing in a lot to do with Algol. And Algol is a fixed star, and it's usually in ancient Chinese astrology. When they looked at Algol, it means corpses on corpses. And with the Palladians, we have death and resurrection. So there's a lot coming in about clearing and starting again. A lot that has to do with what is coming forward for it. Now, this moon is setting into energies of 100 days. Like 100 days keeps coming into me. So 100 days. So that's mainly for the full winter. And we are going to be looking at resources. So we have this energy that's coming in, and with Mars coming into that opposition with Uranus, and it's in Taurus. So Taurus rules crops, food, oil, gas, minerals, money, fertility of the land, renewal of the land. So types of resources, natural medicine. That's what, Taurus rules. So things to do with natural medicine. This is a week that we're going to be finding, or we're going to be feeling a lot of crisis are going to be coming up, and a lot of things from the past. And that's where that nervousness is coming in, because we're starting to feel that nervousness, which is Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is electrical and it's in Earth. So we're feeling that vibration that's coming through. And this full moon that's coming up is seeing what you haven't seen before. So there's things that you haven't seen before and things that are going to be disappearing because it's an eclipse. It's going to eclipse things out. So this is where today might be a bit grumpy, might have a lot of grumpiness, something old, you're locked in. This is bringing in and letting go, and structures changing. So a lot to do with a lot of structures changing, a lot of vibrational of change. This is coming into a closing sextile that's coming in. So I feel like even today it's starting to do rituals to say goodbye to energies, to people or that aren't in your alignment. Time to let go. This is where, with Venus and Pallas Athena, new things, inviting in the things that you want to be doing and opening and changing. So there is such a connection. Plus, it is the sun squaring Jupiter. And it's how you're reacting to what is happening. So as the world spins, the world is spinning forward, but how are you reacting to a lot of it? So this could be a lot of energies coming in that, you know, of something that you've been working on, but it seems to be taking you backwards and you're wanting to go forward. So looking at the energies that are going to take you into a forward mode. And with the sun at 23 degrees and Jupiter at 23 degrees, this is a world access point. So this is activating a lot to do with the world, activating a lot to do with what is going on. And you know, it's really coming into, okay, yes, let's get clear on reality and what's going on. Yes, we can still stay in our light but we are still searching. There's still searching. Saturn's coming in, structures are changing. That tower is tumbling. The tower is tumbling. The tower is not standing sturdy anymore within the collective. So there's this energy of change and transition that's coming in and happening here. And this is almost where you're wanting to go out to hunt for something, and it's like, okay, you want to go on a Easter egg hunt and there's no Easter eggs. So you're wanting to hunt and there's it's not there. So this is searching for the future, wants now, but there's puzzle pieces that are there. There's a lot of puzzle pieces, a lot of energy that's coming in, but trying to put that puzzle piece, and maybe you're trying to put puzzle pieces in the wrong place. You're trying to connect and you're saying, well, it looks like it should go here, and you're pounding it in. It's not going to work. That's not the way that it's going to work. And so this is going into the deeper needs and wants. And with the North Node in Gemini, which is at near the end before it switches, but it's not switching over until the end of January 2022. This is mutability. We've been in crazy land all over the place, trying to figure things out for the last 18 months, how things fit in, how things work. And it's been an overwhelming energy. So this is possibilities, environment. This is about looking into, our frustrations. What are we fixed on? Because there is a lot of energy also in fixed energy. So we might be fixated on things. And what are we fixated on? So this is looking into what are the good parts and what isn't changing, and something that maybe we need to reharness into a new direction and reevaluate how we want to create our newness. It's almost like getting a new palette of what, okay, this diet isn't working for me. I got to find a new palette. I got to find something that is new, that's going to work with my energies and work with me. And this is that universal guided, this North Node, this communication. And we may get we might be getting into, and I feel like, 'cause I do feel kind of like everything's all over the place, and we got that Aries moon and building up to a full moon. There is like this activation of coming in and coming, and it's like spinning and so much reacting that, if someone wants to be in a grumpy mood, you got to let them be in a grumpy mood. Don't try and change their grumpy mood. Move on. Just bless them. Bless them. That's what you can do. That's all you can do is just bless them. Send them, love and light, and allow them to feel what they need to feel. Allow them to go through what they need to go through. And with that, it's opening up. So this is opening up to what is happening. This is opening up to where, you know, in a forward motion, even amongst the crazy and the chaos and the upset that we might be feeling. So this is a searching for the future, searching for something new, pivotal points. We're pivoting into a new direction, wanting to pivot. Like in basketball, you pivot, you have the ball, you're holding it, you have one foot that's there, but you're moving, to pivot. And what is important, and that comes in with what are you wanting to build for the longevity in the future, with Venus in Capricorn. She's still out of bounds, but she will be coming into her shadow phase this week too. So this is getting clear. This is very much getting clear on the direction of where you want to go and what you want to build. So this is getting clarity. Are you clear on where you want to go? Are you clear on the direction that you want to go into? And being honest with self. So there's a lot to being honest with self. There's a lot to looking at, refueling what needs, and looking what's broken, if there's something that's broken. So we are searching spiritually. There's hope, there's inner scale, and there's a movement there, but a lot, we're coming into some closing stories, networks that are happening here. Partially what I was looking at this morning, and I wrote like 2.5 pages this morning, 3 pages. And it is looking at, because this eclipse, and this is what I'm feeling. This is what I've been feeling. And I don't like this feeling. I don't like when I get this feeling, because it's very, I really have to continually ground myself, ask for the angels to come in to help me. I called in Archangel Raziel this morning. I called in Archangel Shamuel to help to lead me, to the light, how to continue to lead me upon this and open the doorways for me to understand more deeply. This is where psychic abilities, people are going to be awakening if they haven't already, really coming in with the huge, their intuition. And this is now what it creates. There's something to do with a Christ crisis. So a Christ crisis is coming in and the Christ consciousness is coming into the light, staying in with that light, staying in with that energy of renewal, of a bounty. And with this turning point and turning to something good, there is a stressfulness that's there. It's a stressful energy that's coming in with the level of the outside. So with material, because we're dealing with Taurus energy that's coming in. So when it comes to foods, crops, oils, gases, minerals, things that come from the earth, money, the fertility, the travel, this is where we'll be feeling those resources being limited, or some form of limitation on them. We already have that. I've already discussed that. I started discussing that over a year plus, over a year and a half ago. And there are great aligns that are coming in for the highest purpose, or the greater alignments that are coming in. So there's a lot of spiritual work, or spiritual energy work, that's coming in for all of us, and spiritual awakening. So those who are really you might already be in tuned and been working with a lot of this energy, becoming more spiritually in tuned. And this spiritually in tune means that you're becoming more aware of the crisis, aware of the things that are going on. This isn't where I just keep on getting someone's like, "Oh, life is great. Life is fine. Yes, this is, oh, don't even worry." Like there was a an astrologer, and I can't remember her name. In 2019, there was a forum that I was watching with a bunch of astrologers, and she was like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about 2020. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be good. We're going, and I was watching her, and then I was watching the other astrologers on the panel, and they're going, "What the fuck is she talking about?" And they challenged her on everything, and she couldn't come back with with anything. Like they were coming back with, okay, what about this alignment? What about this? What about the Saturn Pluto conjunction, and what Saturn Pluto meant, and what does it mean with having Saturn Pluto and Jupiter and Capricorn? Like they were asking her these questions and coming back, and they were, as I'm watching this panel, I already made my notes because I was already talking about my predictions back in 2019 and what was going on. A lot of this, where a lot of this energy too that's coming in, we may not see it, or we may not fully see it for 100 days, for an outlaying of time. We might be feeling things coming up. Some of the full crises that we might not fully experience them for some time, or even, within, it's not going to happen right on the 19th. We might be, some of us have been feeling it maybe from October, even September, and now it's coming like, whoa, I'm feeling that eruption. I'm feeling more of that craziness coming into me. And this is like pulling us to our highest purpose, our alignment. So don't look at only, of the, of the outside, and it might be hard, and start it, with problems with, because we've already seen the problems with supplies, with food, with things. And this is where I feel like, with the north node, the north will be showing us where the limitations are. And it's saying, okay, that's being limited. Okay, where can I find my fruitfulness? Where can I find my abundance? Because there is the fruitfulness and abundance that's there. That is where it's like, okay, I'm aware of this. I'm going to bless it. I'm going to send out positive vibes to that. Because over the next 3 months, again, there's going to be hyperinflation, rising prices. Right now, turkeys are double in price in the United States in many areas. Higher prices in gas. We're going to be seeing this hyperinflation. Right now, you might not be experiencing it because you're not in the mix of, maybe you're not in the States, maybe you're in Canada, and you're saying, oh, this is all poo-poo. It's not going to harm me. Look at what's happening in Australia. We're not far behind. Canadians are so compliant with doing things. So compliant with doing things. This is coming in with a Christ consciousness crisis. What I mean by that is that people aren't aligning themselves with their spiritual self. People are not aligning themselves with their truth because they feel they cannot. They feel that they are forced into something because of XYZ. They have to do this because. But because they're doing the XYZ, because they are not aligning with their spiritual self, there's a reaction to that in our mundane world. So every action, there's a positive or negative reaction. Whatever action there is, there's something that comes back. If you are saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to comply with all of this, I'm going to do everything that they tell me, what is the reaction do people think there's going to be? What is that reaction? Do you think that I've complied, I'm doing everything that they're telling me to, that everything's going to be hunky-dory? No. Complying with it, and it's not in your spiritual truth, comes food, crops, oil, gas, money, fertility with the land. We already saw craziness that has happened with flooding. China has just told their people to stock up on food. Whoa. Why? Because the last time in 1959 and 1960, the Great Famine in China happened. Millions and millions of people, because of how they decided to control things, to control nature, to control the power of of earth, and caused great crops being destroyed. Um, they went around, they killed rodents and sparrows, and they didn't realize that a lot of these animals they need it because they help with the pesticides, they help the pest, and great crops were, and floods came in. Now they're experiencing huge flooding. We are going against, we're not listening. When we're in line with spirit, when we're in line with that of the divine, we are working with the energies of moving forward. We are working with greatness. That doesn't there isn't a lack when you're with spirit. The lack that you feel is because you end up coming back into the muggle world and aligning with, oh my God, I can't have this, I can't do this, I can't do this. But if we all aligned, it's like when, even in Journey Club, I said, if everybody become grounded at once, boom, bang, we're aware of what's going on. Then we can come in alignment to fix it, to work together. But when there's so much misalignment, this moon is showing us where a lot of this misalignment is and what is going to be coming in with destruction. And a lot of farmers are saying, a lot of farmers had to destroy their crops. A lot of farmers are already finding that seeds are almost going to be double the price, if not double, triple the price. Getting fertilizer, getting all of that is going to be a headache. It's going to be pricey for them. So we're seeing this. We're seeing the effects, and the Palladians, the energies of the Palladians and Alagal are coming in, and Palladians are plentiful. They're wanting to have plentiful. They're the seven sisters. There's plentiful, there's bounty, there's community, and having these clusters of community and living here on earth, and the reaction. And we have Rahu, which is the head of the dragon, the north node, to create something, manifest something. This is with communities. Now we're finding that's coming up in this buildup, and we're already seeing some of it, is to notice the difficulties from them over the next 3 years because of misalignment, because we're not all coming in, and we're not all standing up. We're coming into, when we comply, when we say, okay, let's just go with it. We just want the normal. That's when it starts to fall apart. The energies, like, when I said I had 2 breakdowns this morning, like I woke up crying this morning because I could feel, holy fuck, this is crazy shit that's going to be hitting. Like, and people don't want to hear it. They want to hide. I'm sorry. You want to hide. People I've noticed that, that are coming on to my scope, they come on and then, oh my God, I don't want to hear this. And they fuck off. That's fine. But the crisis is here. And you're going to find it within the farming. They're going to find it within the clusters of people that live together. You're going to find it in different areas that are going to have, and from the land, and this is where, from the land of taking care of the line. Again, we're getting into spiritual alignment. We're coming into the awareness. And for the next 100 days, and that something has to escalate and has to manifest, to build, to be created, to fruit, for the fruits, and to overcome. This is also a positive part where we can gather, we can come together, we can create within community to bring in that manifestation, to bring in the greatness. But we have to really get clear on this is what our intent is. This is the direction we want to be going into, as not only an individual is standing into our light and our purpose, but also as a collective. And the Pleiadians are healers. They work with the healers. It's the feminine energy. And women of importance, and this is where we're going to find, we might be seeing somebody fall from grace. We might be seeing some woman pass away. So this is also where the Pleiadians rule the witches, rule the healers, rule the Reiki healers, the herbalists, the astrologers, the ones that come in with the truth and want to come in with wanting to come in with the healing power. It also rules the doctors and nurses, but not say not the holistic doctors and nurses, but also the doctors that are within Western medicine that want to come in with this alignment with boosting the immune system with the new ideas. So this is where, with homeopathic alternative healers, there is where over the next 100 days, something important is to connect to that. And there might be challenges, that are going to come in. And because this rules healers, doctors, nurses who are a little alternative and they're not blinded, who are not just for Western meds and pharmacare. This is when we found where witches in the past were persecuted. People that stood up for that of natural healing, saying that there isn't just one pill for everybody. This is where it comes into the power of nature. And those who believe in the immune system might have some trouble for the next 100 days. So we're going to see greater pressure and persecution put upon people who want to stand up. And that's where it's like, when you gather together, when you gather with that power, comes greatness, comes into the greatness to create something new and manifesting. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard times, and it's already fixed. This is fixed energy. Fixed energy does not move very quickly. And this is coming in. So don't just blindly do what they are told. This is using your intuition and your psychic ability. And this is where healers, anyone has that and has been working within this energy, is going to find that this is going to ignite even stronger. And it's going to be pulling this energy in it and with the medicine. And the Pleiadians, because of the eclipses, might have trouble. So they are being eclipsed. So a lot of media and something escalating. So there'll be attacks. The dark force wants to come in. It wants to attack. It wants to eliminate anybody who wants to stand in light and truth. So this is allowing for, throwing, this is, flowing. And because of the eclipse, there will be attacks. They are already happening on many of the natural healers, and doctors are already feeling it. So sometimes with the eclipse, with this moon, it indicates that they're doing something very important. There's a very important job, and the manifesting that takes, and it's going to take us manifesting, us working with the new moon, full moon energies, the half moons, quarter moons. This is us working together to create and manifest. This is what within gathering on Zoom, gathering in living rooms, gathering together where you can gather to create and manifest something great and new. And this is indicating powerful spiritual energy coming through. But to harness it, that means that you have to trust in your intuition. You have to have that faith and that alignment in the divine purpose. And trust. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling the difficulties. I'm financially strapped. I need, this is like, okay, I'm going to work on creating something new to bring in the abundance and something more financial. This is also where there is a powerful awareness to complete. Now, this energy is very feminine. And it might feeling it. So many women might have been feeling this months before. And this is where the eclipse already from October, and I said October, even parts of September to November and going into December. Um, especially if you've been working within the holistic realm and the psychic abilities. So this full moon indicates a crisis. It's near Ellegal, which is, as I said, it's ancient, and in ancient China, it's corpses upon corpses. It is the star of death, and Palladians are death and rebirth, giving, grieving, death. This is resurgence. This eclipse between Elgal and the Palladians is very strong, very feminine. It is events that are going to be coming in. This is affecting the nervous system. Your I can feel it. I can feel it coming up into my heart chakra. I can feel this awakening. Wow. This is a lot. This is very strong. This is nervous energy. And this is where the collective life, something coming. So I got brain, nervous disorders coming in. Thyroid, adrenals. Yeah, it's a lot. Wow. Okay. So this is where spiritual aligning with the healer and with healer women. So bringing in healthy food to growing your own, which I've always mentioned, and neighboring with people to help to grow food. So then again, we're coming back into groups. What are those groups? Collective, the natural healers. So manifesting something big, career and goals. There's something about husband, father, ending, extremes, something, completion, going to higher depths. If it's not going to that higher depths, it's done. Male figures. And this is all coming in. So, if you have your natal chart, look at where your natal chart and where this is hitting anywhere between 26, 27, 28, 29 degrees, 30 degrees in Taurus. And even if, and looking where you're, with, where the North Node is. So that's at 1 degree. So 1, 2 degrees, 0 degrees in Gemini. So they're okay. I know what you're saying. So there is beautiful fruits here, and that's where I'm going to start pulling some cards here because wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull cards. I do have more, and I will be talking about this more as the week goes on, but they're showing me with my energy and the energies that are coming in, they're quite intense. And I feel like what just happened to me is that I just got a heart um a heart shock, very similar to what I had in June, but not in the same way. So as I was talking and coming into this, I could feel my heart and they were just taking things away that weren't in my alignment. And it's powerful, man. It's powerful. So there's the new alignments that are coming in are powerful and they're very transformational. And it's funny because I pulled out the Akashic records. So in rewriting the Akashic records. So anyways. So with this energy, with this coming through, there are new projects and rebuilding what needs to be rebuilt. We'll be coming in with more information about the full moon. And I do have a full moon meditation coming up on Friday evening. And those who've already ordered their full moon mini readings, you'll be getting them this week. I'll be coming out with them in the next couple days for you all. So we have the full moon meditations coming out in the next couple days for people. And so just take a look at your inboxes. Those readings are going to be coming forward. So, wow. Okay. All right. So the energies for, that are coming, the lookout. Fuck me. So the lookout. The lookout is in this is like the tower. I can't make this shit up. It is the tower in this card. So the lookout is looking forward, going forward with the energies that are coming in. The lookout is also, you can see in the picture that there is a man is in the crow's nest with his binoculars, right? And a great, this is it's telling you to look out. So that it's telling you to look out and to see what's going on. So this is where it's letting you know nearby that there can help you better understand the difficulties at hand. So there's energies that are there to help you to understand what's going on and what the difficulties are. And notice with that lookout, I mean, he has the binoculars, so wanting to see in a distance, so helping you to see in a distance. So become the lookout and scan things happening in your life. Notice anything you'd like to correct, and then take a moment to consider how to do so. So how can you you're looking out, things are on fire around you, things are going crazy around you, but you are looking into the future. You're scanning what's going on in front of you, and how can you create something new for your future, and start to manifest it. And going into the Akashic library. So going into, and these are major arcana cards. So there's the library there, going into the library, going into the books. So the Akashic records come in, and the Akashic is looking into what's there. So this is where it indicates a book will bring a message. So today, open any book, look into the books. Books are going to bring you messages. So look into something, open it up, see what the message is. Close your eyes and envision yourself stepping into the most beautiful, serene of all ancient libraries, and imagine yourself taking a book from the shelf and opening the page. What does it tell you? So go in, and grab something, open it up to any page and read it. What is that message that's coming through to you? Now, the message, you might be saying, okay, this doesn't make any sense to me, but it might make sense in a couple days. It's expanding your wisdom. So expansion is coming in there to guide you. And with that, we have initiation on the count, and Saint Germain. So Saint Germain works with the purple flame, and he works with Archangel Michael. He comes in, and there's an initiation. There's a energy that's coming in for us, the spiritual energy that's coming in, bringing us to say, let's scan our surroundings. Let's see what no longer works, and let's go with what we want to create even more, allowing for guidance to come in through either books or other forms in order for us to go forward, and bringing in that initiation. So that's powerful with Saint Germain. Initiation means that you're starting something new, you're being initiated into something, you're coming into something, a club, or when you're awakening, there's an initiation that probably you did many, many years ago, but you didn't realize it, or in a past life. And this is where Saint Germain, comes in, and feel the energy of heightening of vibration, realizing there are no limits and hindrance of what is next. So this is letting you know this is a discipline. coming into this and initiating this energy, because we are initiating this new energy. We are initiating this new light. This is allowing for us, that, if there's a lower vibration that's around us, relationships or jobs or activates may require in order to lift to new heights. And this is allowing for meditation and prayer to come more into your life. This is a discipline you create now because it is an initiation. It is with Saint Germain. And this is bringing in something new for you. So there's a newness, there's a rebirthing of something new. The Pleiadians are death and rebirth that are coming in, the seven sisters. There is that of, Algol is a very powerful, powerful fixed star. It brings in that force of saying, okay, this is not working, so it's gone. It's gone. We have Chiron with Lilith. Lilith is not the woman to be told what to do. She's like, don't tell me what to do. We can work together. You can ask me, but don't tell me what to do. Eris is one for the downtrodden. She wants to show you where there is discord in the world. She wants to show you so we can fix it, or we can work with it to create something new. And the overall spiritual energy is building a new nest, is building something new, right? It's building that newness. That's what it is. It's three. It's new. It's a new force. So that new force is like, yes, I'm building something new. The light is there, but I'm still working on a foundation to create it. So with that force, it is bringing in something new, definitely. There is a new substance that's there. And this is looking at things, what sort of things need to be put in place in order to support the expansion that lies before you. So looking at 100 days, looking at the next several months, what is that you need to lay down in order to begin to create? And this is looking at a sturdy, this is looking at something that is strong. This is spiritual expansion and bringing that spiritual expansion. This is widening your network with your spiritual family and friends and guides. And the rewards that kind of expansion are limitless. So this is huge expansion. With expansion, with new structures, the old has to go away. With the old that has to go away, something new has to come in. But we want to bring that newness with light and with love. And that's standing in your faith and standing in your strength. When being forced to do something that you don't want to do, and you do it because, that's breaking off whatever the light is that is trying to show you the newness. And we can bring in many excuses, we can bring it all. But I feel when you comply to tyranny, when you comply, there is no going back, because there is no negotiation with dark forces. And the dark can look so kind and so wonderful and so juicy. But here we want to bring in something new and allow it to come in. Oh, two cards stuck together. Two major ones. The light of the world, becoming that light of the world. There he is, where there's a young apprentice. So learning something new from the old master. And that's the other who holds the light, who's bringing in that light for that newness, for that young. Look at that little cat, little cute cat, so kitty, coming in and being up in the air. You might be feeling like, oh my God, there's so much up in the air. But that up in the air comes in after that energy of looking out. So you got the up in the air that comes in with that. So major change, major transformation definitely is coming in. And that's bringing in with that. So deep breaths for grace and peace and light of your higher self. So this is your allowing for things to know that you have that force to create the changes that you want. Because when you scan and you step in your power and you step in this force, allowing yourself, okay, this is what I'm feeling. This doesn't feel right. It's like me when I'm going on with this and I'm reading this, I'm like, I'm feeling it in my heart. Totally feeling it in my heart. I can feel feeling the same symptoms I did in June. And I know there's a powerhouse of energy that's coming in to bring the change and aligning with that energy and allowing yourself to trust is the only way for you now. If you push too hard to know or to influence the outcome, you might push the outcome away. So let go of the urgency and give the situation to your higher. So giving, you might not have all the information. So giving it up to the Holy Spirit and asking for inner peace and a miracle. Letting go of the grievances and choosing miracles. Let it go of the grievances and choose miracles. Allowing for you to come into the light of the divine and the universal source in order to bring in the transformation and change. Trusting that it might seem all is crazy, all is not in alignment, but yet it is. It's stepping into that universal force. And that's where the power is. And sometimes it is overwhelming and sometimes we don't see it. Or it feels too much. It's a balance, baby. It's a balance. The Queen of Forces. So she's coming in, bringing that balance, bringing in that of here I am. This is what we are going to create. It is stepping into that divine feminine power right now. Venus will be going into her shadow in the next couple days. And because she's slowing down to go retrograde on December 19th. So there's a lot of force there, a lot of power that's there. And we have to connect, educate, projects, teaching, higher self, looking for teachers, older teachers, wise teachers, and coming in to rebuild the new structures that we need to do, not only within inside ourselves, but within the world around us. So sending you guys out with so much love. Full moon meditation this Friday. If you wish to join me, let me know. And if you want a full moon mini reading, get a hold of me. They're $25. They are on the Guru Mama site, so you can pay for them through the Guru Mama site. That full moon meditation is not. I have to go on there and do some changes. So sending you guys out so much love. Thank you for joining me. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you and all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody. Thank you for joining me.